Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam.
Hello students, my name is Ishan Chenulikar and today I will be speaking about Monopolistic Competition Part 2. Let us look at the objectives of this session. First we will start with understanding the efficiency in terms of this market structure, monopolistic competition. Then we look at a case study to understand monopolistic competition. Finally, we look at its usefulness for business administration students. Efficiency in monopolistic competition. So, efficiency in economics generally refers to how well resources are allocated to maximize overall welfare in a market. The two main types of efficiency relevant to market structures are allocative efficiency, which occurs when resources are distributed in a way that maximizes consumer and producer surplus, typically when the price of a good equals its marginal cost. This we have seen earlier as well. Productive efficiency happens when goods are produced at the lowest possible cost, meaning production is occurring at the minimum point of the average total cost curve. In monopolistic competition, the market does not achieve either allocative or productive efficiency even in the long run, despite being more competitive than a monopoly market. Let us look at and try to understand allocative efficiency in monopolistic competition. Allocative efficiency requires the price equals marginal cost, that is P is equal to MC condition, which ensures that goods are produced are those most desired by the consumers. This condition, where the price reflects the true cost of producing an additional unit, ensuring that resources are allocated where they generate the most benefit. Now let's see why monopolistic competition fails to achieve allocative efficiency. In monopolistic competition, firms face a downward sloping demand curve because of product differentiation. As a result, the price charged by firms is higher than marginal cost, that is P will be greater than MC. Firms have some market power and can change a price above marginal cost due to brand loyalty or perceived product differences. Since price is greater than marginal cost, the market is not allocatively efficient. Consumers pay a higher price than the marginal cost of production, leading to, as we have understood, an amount called deadweight loss, where potential consumers and producer surplus is lost. If we try and imagine the graphical representation, then we can assume or imagine that the demand curve will be downward sloping, as we have seen in the previous session regarding monopolistic competition, and the marginal revenue curve will lie below it. The firm sets output where MR is equal to MC. This is the equilibrium condition for setting the quantity to be produced, and it is called a profit maximizing quantity. But the price charged will be based on the demand curve. So if we pull up the line which we draw at MR is equal to MC all the way up to the average revenue curve, that is the price that will be charged. This creates a wedge between price and marginal cost, indicating that a firm is not producing the socially optimal level of output. Now let us move to productive efficiency in monopolistic competition. Productive efficiency is achieved when firms produce at the lowest point on their average total cost curve. This minimizes the cost of production for each unit. This ensures that resources are not wasted and that firms are as efficient as possible in using inputs to produce a given output. Now let us see why this efficiency also fails in this kind of a market structure. In monopolistic competition, firms have excess capacity in the long run. This means they operate at a level of output that is less than the minimum efficient scale. Firms produce at a point where their ATC curve is downward sloping, meaning they are not minimizing their costs entirely. This excess capacity results because the firm's downward sloping demand curve limits the quantity they can sell at a profit maximizing price. This leads to an underutilized capacity. Now if we imagine the graphical representation, then we know that the firm produces at MR is equal to MC, but this output level occurs to the left of the minimum point of ATC curve. This indicates that the firm is not producing at the lowest possible cost per unit, which is the lowest point of the U-shaped ATC curve, and this shows a lack of productive efficiency. Now let us look at this idea that we have been seeing of excess capacity in monopolistic competition. So the concept of excess capacity is central to understanding the lack of productive efficiency in monopolistic competition. Firms in monopolistic competition do not produce at the level of output where ATC is minimized. Instead, they produce less output because of the downward sloping demand curve. Now if we define excess capacity, then it refers to the gap between the quantity a firm produces in monopolistic competition and the quantity it could produce if it were fully utilizing its productive capacity, the point at which ATC is minimized. Now what is the long run impact of this? In the long run, firms adjust to normal profit, but they still have excess capacity due to the nature of product differentiation and their ability to perfectly adjust output to match the lowest point of ATC. Now let us look at dynamic efficiency in monopolistic competition. While monopolistic competition fails to achieve allocative and productive efficiency, it may exhibit dynamic efficiency, which refers to improvements in efficiency over time through innovation, better products and enhanced production processes. First is product innovation. So firms in monopolistic competition have an incentive to innovate and differentiate their products to maintain a competitive edge. This can lead to dynamic efficiency as firms seek to improve their products, services and processes to attract more customers. Second is non-price competition. Firms in monopolistic competition often engage in non-price competition such as advertising, branding and product innovation. This can lead to a better consumer experience and more variety, indirectly contributing to consumer welfare. Although monopolistic competition does not achieve static efficiency in terms of price and cost, dynamic efficiency may improve over time as firms strive to stay competitive but through innovations. Let us look at the welfare implications of inefficiency. The lack of both allocative and productive inefficiency in monopolistic competition has implications on overall economic welfare. First is, if we look at the deadweight loss, the fact that price is greater than the marginal cost results in a deadweight loss, as some mutually beneficial transactions do not occur. Consumers who would be willing to pay more than the cost of production but less than the firm's price do not purchase the good, leading to a loss of potential welfare. Next is underutilization of resources. Excess capacity means that resources are not being fully utilized, leading to their higher cost of production and a lower level of output than would occur in a perfectly competitive market, as we have discussed in earlier sessions. This underutilization reduces overall welfare. Looking at consumer variety and inefficiency, while there is inefficiency, one benefit of monopolistic competition is that wide variety of products are available to the consumers. consumers may value this differentiation and variety in products, which could compensate for the inefficiencies in price and production. So, if we conclude this discussion, then we can say that monopolistic competition does not achieve allocative or productive efficiency due to the nature of product differentiation and the firm's price making ability, as we saw by defining excess capacity. That is where the firms operate with excess capacity and charge a price which is above the marginal cost, leading to inefficiency in the allocation and production of resources. However, the market may exhibit dynamic efficiency over time through product innovation and non-price competition. The welfare implications include deadweight loss and underutilization, but customers do benefit from increased variety and differentiation in products. Now let us look at a case study to understand monopolistic competition and efficiency so that it becomes more clear. Let us look at an industry example, typically a fast food industry. The fast food industry is a classic example of monopolistic competition. It features many firms offering similar but differentiated products. Each firm has some degree of market power due to product differentiation, but no firm dominates the market completely. This case study will help us explore how the characteristics of monopolistic competition manifest in fast food industry and the implications for efficiency. Let us look at the market structure overall. So, first we have large number of firms. The fast food industry is characterized by a large number of firms. As you already know, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, Subway and so on are many local restaurants. Each firm offers a variation of fast food products, and while they are substitutes, each firm differentiates its menu through branding, taste, service and pricing as well. Looking at this product differentiation, fast food firms compete not just on price but also on product differentiation. For example, your favorite McDonald's is known for its, let's say, Big Mac, while KFC is known for some fried items. Even though these firms sell similar products such as burgers, fries and beverages, each brand offers something which is slightly different to create a niche for itself in the market. The next component is easy entry and exit. The fast food industry has relatively low barriers to entry. Many local small scale entrepreneurs can open fast food restaurants and larger chains frequently expand. While well-known brands like McDonald's have loyal customer base, new firms can still enter and compete by offering differentiated products and targeting specified customers. Moving on to the aspect of efficiency in this fast food industry that we have taken as an example or a case. In monopolistic competition, firms do not achieve allocative or productive efficiency. Now let us look at these two aspects. First, allocative efficiency in fast food. So, first point of comparison would be price versus marginal cost. Fast food chains do not set price equals marginal cost. Instead, prices are higher because firms have some market power due to product differentiation. For example, a burger at McDonald's such as Big Mac or double patty burger might be priced higher than the cost of producing it because customers are willing to pay more for the brand and the perceived quality or taste or whatever they prefer. Now what are the implications of this? Since price is greater than marginal cost, the industry does not achieve allocative efficiency. Consumers pay a higher price for that fast food than the marginal cost of production, which means some customers who would be willing to pay a price closer to the marginal cost of production will not be able to purchase the product. This leads to what we call as a deadweight loss. Looking at the productive efficiency in fast food industry, if we consider excess capacity, then firms in monopolistic competition like fast food chains such as McDonald's, for instance, is unlikely to produce at the minimum point of its average total cost rather, because the demand it faces is downward sloping. It operates below the capacity to maintain profitability or higher profits. Let us look at the implications of productive efficiency. The fast food industry does not achieve productive efficiency because firms do not produce at the lowest point of ATC curve. Instead, they produce at a higher cost due to the market structure and the need for differentiating their products. Now looking at the dynamic efficiency in the fast food industry. Despite the lack of static efficiency, the fast food industry demonstrates dynamic efficiency. Firms regularly innovate and adapt to changing consumer preferences. Fast food chains frequently introduce new products and new menu items to cater to changing tastes and preferences. For example, McDonald's frequently adds limited time offers that we have already seen with multiple meal choices and so on. It may expand its vegetarian and vegan base as well in order to take care of the consumers. Similarly, other vendors or other shops may also be offering a combination of different sauces, new ingredients and so on to differentiate their products. Looking at the non-price competition, these fast food chains heavily invest in branding, marketing and consumer experience. McDonald's has a well-established brand with global recognition, while other chains may differentiate through customer service, restaurant ambience or sustainability practices. For example, Subway might be promoting a fresh and healthy ingredients. Considering technological advancements, fast food companies have adopted technological innovations such as self-order kiosks, online delivery apps and drive-through optimizations to enhance consumer convenience and reduce operating costs. Through product innovation, non-price competition and technology adoption, the fast food industry demonstrates dynamic efficiency, improving its operation over time and better meet customer needs. Looking at the long run adjustments in the fast food industry, in the long run, the fast food industry, like other monopolistic competition markets, adjusts to normal profits. Supernormal profits in the short run. So, in the short run, these fast food chains can experience supernormal profit due to product differentiation and customer loyalty. For example, when McDonald's launches a popular new product, it might earn a higher than normal profit due to increased demand. However, these supernormal profits attract new entrants, for example, a new local burger chain or health conscious fast food options may enter the market and increase competition. So, then there is a shift to the normal profit. As competition intensifies, the demand curve for each individual firm shifts to the left and profits are squeezed. Over time, the prices fall and the profits return to their normal level, where the firms cover their costs but no firm earns supernormal profit in the long run, as we have discussed. Consumer welfare and variety. While monopolistic competition in the fast food industry leads to inefficiency in terms of price and output, it also provides benefits. The first benefit is that consumers enjoy a wide variety of fast food options, while it increases the choices. From burgers to pizzas, wraps, salad, vegan options and so on. The differentiation between firms lead to more tailored products that cater different tastes. Many consumers are willing to pay a premium, that is a higher price, for their preferred brand, which suggests that they derive satisfaction from product differentiation. This willingness to pay above marginal cost reflects consumer preferences for quality, service and brand identity. So, if we conclude this case, then we can say that the fast food industry illustrates key features of monopolistic competition, that is allocative efficiency, which says that price is greater than marginal cost and there is some loss mutually in the transaction. Then productive efficiency, that is the firm operate with excess capacity or not at the minimum point of ATC curve. Dynamic efficiency, where it is a possibility for firms to invest in technology and improve consumer welfare over time. Looking at consumer benefits, despite inefficiency, consumers may benefit from differentiated products that cater to their preferences. So, by understanding how monopolistic competition operates in a real world context like fast food industry, business administration students can grasp the complexities of pricing strategies, product differentiation and market competition, making them better equipped to analyze and compete in similar industries. Now let us look at the usefulness of understanding monopolistic competition for business administration students particularly. So this is a market structure, as we have seen, where many firms compete offering differentiated products. It is essential for business administration students for several reasons, as it equips them with knowledge necessary to navigate and succeed in various industries. Let us see why it is so important for the students belonging to this area. First is strategic decision making. So given product differentiation, business students learn how companies differentiate their products through branding, quality, design, customer service or advertising. Understanding the differentiation impacts consumer preference helps students craft effective marketing and branding strategies. Pricing strategies. Firms in monopolistic competition have some control over pricing due to product differentiation. Students can learn how firms set prices above marginal cost to maximize profits while remaining competitive. They also understand the limitations of pricing power imposed by the presence of close substitutes. Understanding the long-term profitability, in the long run, firms in this structure earn only normal profits as new entrants eat away or erode the supernormal profits. Students can use this insight to anticipate the effects of market entry, plan sustainable business model and manage profitability over time. Next is marketing and brand management. As we have seen at non-price competition, in monopolistic competition, firms compete on factors other than price such as product features, branding and customer service. Business students need to understand the significance of non-price competition to create compelling marketing campaigns that highlight product differentiation. Product differentiation can lead to customer and brand loyalty, which give firms more market power. So students can explore strategies to build and maintain customer loyalty through quality improvement, targeted promotions and innovative products. The role of advertising is crucial in this structure. Understanding how advertising impacts consumer perceptions and demand helps students allocate resources efficiently in marketing campaigns. Looking at product innovation and development, as we have understood dynamic efficiency, monopolistic competition encourages innovation as firms seek to stand out in the market. Students learn the importance of continuous product development to maintain a competitive edge. This is particularly useful in industries like tech, fashion and consumer goods, where innovation drives success. Consumer preferences. In such a market, firms must adapt their products to meet evolving consumer demands or preferences. So by learning this, students gain insight into consumer behavior, enabling them to adjust their product and develop innovations that align market trends. Now the real world business application, if we look at it, then retail and service industry serve a good case. Many real world industries exhibit characteristics of monopolistic competition such as restaurants, clothing, brands, salon services and hotels. Students studying these industries gain valuable insights into how businesses operate, compete and survive in such environments. Entrepreneurs entering markets with many competitors need to understand how to differentiate their products and services and so on. Monopolistic competition concepts help students develop strategies for launching new products, entering competitive market and positioning their firm for long term growth. Allocative and productive efficiencies are an important aspect in this structure. So, when students understand these, they can also comment on how the pricing policy should be and how it is going to affect the overall consumer demand and the production processes of the firms. So, if we look at or conclude this discussion of this particular point, then we can say that the business administration students, once they understand the core concept of market monopolistic competition and its different characteristics and implications on the market, they can help a lot, particularly in achieving marketing efficiencies or provide best quality marketing practices that can lead to a firm being stable and profitable in the long run. I hope you understood the session. Thank you so much.